What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another analysis, and I was just watching Leicester and Manchester United play. I wasn't planning on doing analysis of them, but I saw Manchester United's second goal scored by Bruno Fernandes, and I thought there were some really clear concepts and pretty interesting. So I thought I would explain it and dive a little deeper into it. But before we start, please like and subscribe to the channel if you like it. I try and produce tactical content every day, but let's get right into it with the goal from Bruno Fernandes. So it started off with circulation in Manchester United's first line of play between their makeshift back three. Fred was dropping from his double pivot position in along the back, in along the two center backs, so he was creating a back three. And Fred, his position was actually a bit wider in the half space, which we will see what implications that had. It put Bailly more narrow in the half space. And just little details here. Here's more center in the half space. It does make a difference, just a little bit. And I'll show you why. So the ball was circulated from Fred to Maguire to Bailly, back to Maguire, and what this did to Leicester is it actually made their shape shift a little. So Masson and Vardy were narrow, very narrow, because the ball was in the center corridor, and they wanted to cut off the pass to McTominay, and by doing this, they became more narrow. And then the midfield was pretty compact with the defense at the time, and they were a little bit deeper off Manchester United. So after the ball was played to Maguire, and Madison and Vardy narrowed themselves to prevent the vertical pass, the ball was then played to Bailly. And from here, Bailly was able to progress around the defensive block from McTominay's pinning and the narrowing of Madison and Vardy. So this freed up the half space for Bailly. And this goal really showed us a lot of crucial concepts that can be applied from the half space rather than areas like the central corridor or the wide area. And one of the main things with the half space is the improved diagonal passing options. And so moving forward, Bailly had more options to play into the center area because of his improved diagonal passing options from the half space, and the diagonal passing options from the half space into the center corridor obviously are more goal directed, so they're going closer to the goal, whereas diagonal passing options from the center are going away from goal. So this diagonal goal oriented pass allowed for an easier reception for Cavani, who will eventually get it, to then go and play forward. But let's look at how Cavani found himself in this space. Cavani took advantage of the space made by Rashford and Fernandes, and it was actually a really clever movement from Fernandes, so give him a lot of credit. He was actually able to go higher. Cavani came deeper, and then so now we have the back four pinned. So Evans and the left back were pinned by Rashford, and then James, Justin, and Fofana were pinned by Bruno Fernandes, which allowed Cavani to drop deeper and receive the ball. So from here, now a little know about a diagonal pass. It's easier to receive because you can receive it on the back foot easier, and it just rolls right across your body. So this was able for Cavani to make a quicker turn, and when you receive a passing option with your hips open, your turn goes from 180 degrees, which is how much you would have to turn if you were to receive a vertical pass, to just 90 or 45 degrees even from a diagonal pass. So Cavani was able to turn quicker, which allowed him to evade Ndidi and Tielemans, and then the space was in behind. So Cavani in this area, Fofana had to step, and then the space was there for Fernandes to go and score. And then one-on-one with Schmeichel, Fernandes stood up to the challenge. And so from here, I just want to show you a few match pictures just that I made just now. So I hope you guys enjoy this, but I can make it a little bigger for you. There we go. Alright, that's pretty good. So this is their initial structure. Again, we see Man U with the makeshift back three with Fred in the weak side half space, which allows Bailly to then come and progress the ball via dribbling. Maguire had just played the ball to him, which narrowed the two strikers, or Madison the 10 and Vardy the 9. And then we see the midfield shape from McTominay and Pogba, who just came on, and then the staggered positioning, and then Bruno Fernandes' height and variability and fluidity that they play with. Fernandes is able to go higher, and that makes space for Cavani to become the third midfielder. And then Rashford, coming to the right, is able to pin the back four with Fernandes, and then we have Tanzebi and Luke Shaw holding the width of the field, so they have a very good structure at this moment. And we are able to then see Cavani gets the ball between the lines. Fofana has to direct his attention, which creates a big blind zone for Fernandes to go and exploit. So those are the concepts that were associated with the goal. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a really clear, good move for Manchester United, and a lot of takeaways from this. Not just the match analysis, but the concepts that were behind this goal. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy the rest of the games today. I'll see you for the next video.